Jacqueline, and I am back answering your questions about habits and consistency and really making 2021 a year of growth. No matter what is happening in the world, no matter what is happening outside, a lot of things that you have no control over, but there are things that you do have control over. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, what you do during your 24 hours in your day. Did you know there's 1,440 minutes a day? Fun fact for you. Love math. Okay, so today's question is how to overcome the mindset that consistency means perfect. I really love this question because I talk a lot about being imperfect. I talk about imperfect eating, being imperfectly consistent. And I think it's really important that we kind of define these words because I have found that people have maybe misheard or misunderstood what it is that I was trying to say when I talk about being imperfect but also being consistent. You still got to show up. You still got to show up for yourself. You can't just be like, cool, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get one rep in and think my life is going to change. No, you still got to show up. But let's break down some of these words. So let's talk about the word mindset first. So how do we overcome the mindset that consistency means perfect? So mindset, your mind is set. Your mindset is the beliefs that you have about something. Your beliefs are a story that you have told yourself over and over and over again. And now it's something that you've come to believe. That story has been taught to you by your parents or your teachers or society, the media that you listen to, the people you follow on social media, the diet books that you subscribe to, the workout programs, the trainers, whatever. If you believe that being consistent means being perfect, this is a story that you have been telling yourself over and over and over again. If I'm not perfect, if I mess up, I'm crap. It's not even worth it. You have been telling yourself that story. Your mindset, it's the beliefs, the story that you've been telling yourself. Consistent means done the same way, similar, mostly the same. I've been pretty consistent with these videos. I've been doing these videos pretty much the same way. Showing up, doing them kind of like every day-ish, right? I've been pretty consistent with these podcasts and these videos. And then the last word, let's talk about perfect, without flaws. I have been consistent with putting content out there. It has not been perfect. My content is not perfect by any means. There are definitely flaws, and that's to be expected because I am a human and I make mistakes and I am flawed. I've yet to meet a person who is perfect. Have you? I don't know if they don't exist, right? We as humans, we are flawed. So how do we get over the mindset that consistency means perfect? So the first thing that you got to do is you need to rewrite your beliefs. If you are telling yourself over and over and over again, if you're not perfect, you're going to mess up. If you're not perfect, you're going to mess up. If you're not perfect, everything is going to fall to pieces and it's not even worth it. That's a story you're telling yourself in your head. That is a belief that you have concocted. So how do we get over this mindset? How do we overcome this mindset? We rewrite it. This can look like, this is something I have clients do. They in their morning self-care session, they work through some journal prompts that I have for them. Something that you can do, you can make an affirmation card. I give my clients just a stack of note cards. You're going to have a lot of stories that you need to rewrite. A lot of subconscious beliefs that you don't even know are there. You don't even realize, like, oh, that's so interesting. She's saying this thing about, I keep telling myself, if you're not perfect, it doesn't even matter, you're crap. Yeah, that's a story that you have in your head. So how do we rewrite that story? How do we overcome that story? You literally get a pen and you rewrite it. So if you are saying something like, if I'm not perfect, I fall apart. The new thing that you rewrite to overcome that belief is when I'm imperfect, when I make a mistake, I'm human. I learn from that mistake and I move on. Like, that's it. I was just talking with my friend Fallon, and I was telling her about all the mistakes that I made this past week. and all of the things that I've learned from them. And she was so encouraging. She's like, yeah, that's cool. You made a mistake, and now you're going to learn from it the next time. And then that's it. That's it. There's no scolding. There's no tearing myself down. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Mistakes are teachable moments if we choose to make them that way. But we have to choose. We have to rewrite our beliefs around mistakes. How to get over the mindset that consistency equals perfect. Work on bite-sized habits. Instead of the all or nothing, adopt the something, anything. So this is like at the beginning I was talking about, you got to show up. Like you still have to show up and get the reps in and do the thing to be the aspirational identity. I'm going to take this question coming around food, because I know a lot of people, especially at the beginning of the year, we're thinking about diets and we're thinking about food. And a lot of people do this thing where they are eating very perfectly Monday through Friday. And then on Friday night, Saturday and Sunday, everything goes to shit and they stop eating. They don't eat any vegetables for like 48 hours. They don't eat a single vegetable. Sometimes being so perfect during the week and having so much pressure during the week causes that derailment on the weekends. So instead of this all or nothing mindset, let's adopt the, okay, I'm going to do something, anything. So going back to consistent equals perfect, consistently eat a vegetable. Consistently eat a vegetable every day of the week. Consistently allow yourself to have a dessert, right? So we're not being perfect eaters, but we're still being consistent. We're still showing up. We're doing something, anything. These are bite-sized habits. Same thing when it comes to working out. A lot of people get into this headspace of like, I have to work out every day. I have to follow this calendar that I printed from the internet. It has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, if I do not keep this working out streak going on, I'll just stop, right? So how do we get over this mindset? We stop telling ourselves that this is how it has to be. We get rid of this story. We rewrite the story. Okay, cool. Instead of working out for 60 minutes a day, which I'm not actually really able to do because Friday I'm so exhausted. Saturday I just want to stay in bed. Instead of doing that all or nothing, I'm going to do something bite-sized. I'm just going to do something small every day. I'm going to work out for 15 minutes a day. I'm going to work out for 20 minutes a day. I'm going to take my dog for a walk every day. So you still have to show up. You still have to do the reps. It's just that it's not going to be way over the top. It's really bite-sized. And then when you mess up, when you are imperfect, how do you still be consistent? Well, you just show up again. Oh, shoot, I ran out of time. I didn't take my dog for a walk. Oh, wow, I have to wait until the first Monday or the first of the month. That's ridiculous. No, your dog's like, hey, can you just take me out today? Hey, I know we were supposed to go out this morning for our walk, but we didn't do it. So can we just go out now, right? It's ridiculous when we start to put it into like different contexts. If we look at different examples, it's like, right, we're not trying to do this like walking streak with our dog. Our dog doesn't care what happened yesterday. Our dog just wants to go for a walk today. So I'm going to use, this is something I give to clients, but like this is my 365 habit tracker. I still look at my bite-sized habits, 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15 minutes. I still show up. I still have to put the reps in, but you'll see like, oh man, I missed a day. And you know what happened the next day? Because I don't have this story, this mindset, this belief that missing a day means you're crap and you never do this again. My mindset, my belief, the narrative, the story I tell in my head is like, oh shoot, you missed a day. You're an imperfect human. Show up the next day. That's it. So yeah, rewrite your beliefs, work on bite-sized habits instead of the all or nothing mindset, way of doing things. Take on the something, anything mindset. Yeah, you still have to show up every day, but you can because it's bite-sized habits. So again, instead of doing a whole 30, instead of being perfect Monday through Friday, it's like, hey, every day I just like eat a vegetable with my lunch. I go through the 5 Ps and I'm like plants, protein, a little bit of processed, plenty of water, and I plate it. Hey, I can do that for all of my lunches. That's fine, right? That's a really easy habit. It's a really easy thing to run through. I can do that during the week, and also I can do that on weekends. Hey, we're gonna order pizza. I'm gonna have a salad with that pizza. I'm gonna have a giant glass of water, or I'm gonna have sparkling water, right? Like that's easy. That's bite size. You can do that every day, and that's not that all or nothing mindset. And you know what? If you do forget to make that salad and you do eat that entire pizza, and you're like, wow, this doesn't feel so good, you follow it up with like, okay, cool, today I want to feel good in my body and I want to feel good in my head, so I am going to eat that vegetable. I don't have to wait until Monday or wait until the first of the month or wait until someone comes out with this flashy new plan. I'm going to show up because it's pretty easy to do. It's pretty easy to make a salad or make some roasted vegetables. Pretty easy. And then the last thing, how to get over the mindset that perfect or that consistent equals perfect. Think of other examples in life. Okay, so with the example, brushing your teeth, just think about this. Let's pretend that you went to bed and you forgot to brush your teeth. You're not going to wake up and be like, oh man, I was supposed to be doing this brushing my teeth streak. I messed up. I guess I can't wait to, I can't start brushing my teeth again until Monday. I'm just going to go the next 6 days without brushing my teeth. Like that would be ridiculous. We wouldn't do that. But we do that when it comes to other habits in our life, or hand washing, something very important all times, especially during a pandemic. If you or maybe your child or significant other forgot to wash their hands, you wouldn't be like, oh wow, we can't wash our hands until blank date. No, you're like, okay, cool, go wash your hands. It's done. So people make mistakes. It's just like, okay, cool, you're gonna do it the next time. Another example, calling your mom. Let's say like you want, your aspirational identity is having a good relationship with your parents. You want to consistently check in with them and talk to them on the phone, even during a pandemic, do some Zoom sessions or house party or whatever, text them. If you missed a day, you weren't perfect, work went over, or you had to deal with your kids or whatever, you just plain forgot to call your parents, you're not like, oh shoot, I guess I'm not going to call them until the first of the month, or I will wait 3 weeks. No, you're just like, hey mom, I'm so sorry I forgot to call you. It's so good to hear your voice, right? So if we start to think about like when it comes to healthy habits and put them into different contexts and we put them into different examples, you're like, yeah, it's really ridiculous that is how I was approaching things. It's so weird that when it comes to exercise in food, we have like these special rules that we don't apply to any other aspect of our lives. It's like just food and exercise has these really, really weird rules. And if we adopted those rules for other areas of our life, we would just get ridiculous outcomes that we would not enjoy. So those are my suggestions. How to get over the mindset, how to overcome the mindset that consistent equals perfect. You are the person who is perpetuating that mindset. So remember that. If you are the person that's perpetuating it, you're the person that is telling yourself that, you have the opportunity to rewrite that and to change that. And part of it does come from like cutting off sources, cutting off the messaging that you're getting about that. If you're constantly following people on social media that are telling you if you're not perfect, you're crap, unfollow, unsubscribe. Set boundaries around what is being put into your head so that you're not constantly perpetuating that for yourself. It's going to help you feel good. It's going to help you feel good in your body. It's going to help you feel good in your head, feel less gross, feel less stressed, feel less overwhelmed, and start to feel better about your day, and start to feel better about your meals, start to feel better about your movement. And I mean, honestly, rep. Start to feel better about the life that you're creating. 2021 can still be your year of growth no matter what is happening in the world, but you have to make that decision that you're going to do it. All right, that is my answer for today. Please let me know your takeaways. What are you going to change? What are you going to do with this information? Don't just keep consuming it, but like actually engage with it and do something with that. That's how you are actually going to learn and change your life. You can you can write below, or you can send me an email at coachjacqueline@jacquelinericchio.com. Take care.